let me just delete all these before we can actually start. So hi guys, this is Black Rose again. If you're new to this channel, guys, you're welcome. So guys, in today's video we're going to analyze the Gbpchf, and I'm also going to teach you how you can actually do your technical analysis. So before you can actually get started, we can start by just looking the brief history of Gbpchf, and you notice that when you look at the history of Gbpchf, let me just move in 1 month's time frame so that it will save us some time. So this is literally Gbpchf. You notice that last year was the year that we actually hit our lowest point, which was around this zone over here. Sorry, around this zone over here. So that's this was one of the lowest points that Gbpchf has ever reached. But that aside, so today what we want to do is to quickly analyze what's happening in the market. So we're going to go to 1 day time frame. I prefer using 1 day time frame. So this is our analysis in 1 day time frame. So before you can actually start taking positions in the market, the first thing that you need to know is some of the key support and resistance points in your charts. So the first point that I will actually love to mark as one of my key zones is my support zones is this level over here. So while marking your support and resistance zone, you want to pay attention on the closing and the opening of a candlestick. When I talk about the closing and the opening, I'm talking about the body. And then you can see, like right now, our demand zone or our support zone is this level, which is the last point where the body literally closed around this zone. But you also want to pay attention to the tip of it, right? And you can see over here we have this zone over here as this was the point that we literally started by marking, right? So that aside, we have actually gotten our demand zone. You know, like most of the time when you're doing your analysis, you want to see like not demand, yeah, supply and demand. Yeah, this is the demand zone. So most of the time when you're trying to analyze the charts, you want to see like some levels being tested not only once but multiple times. Yeah, but this time you see the market came to this level, tested it only once, and then it literally bounced right back up. But this is on a daily time frame, that's why you can see this as one. But when you go to like 1 hour, you'll see like it touched this level like once or twice. Yeah, and then after that point, you notice that it comes to this level over here. Actually, the market came down to this level over here, resisted it first before actually moving to the downside. Yeah, that is not very important at the moment. So now you're going to look for another key resistance zone, or yeah, another level that we've seen the market testing not only once but multiple times. And you can see this zone over here. These zones were not only tested once but multiple times. Yeah, so, and this third one. So what you want to do, this kind of gives you a clue of what literally is happening in the market. Yeah, so what you want to do, you want to draw another line here, because this was once a point of resistance, and I'll tell you why. When you come to this market at this zone over here, it might not be clear, but around this zone over here, let me just try and mark it. Around this zone over here, there was some sort of resistance. How do you see that? You see the market came to this level, came down to this level, came back, bouncing around this zone, and literally going back down to this zone that we marked as one of our main demand zone. Yeah, and then the market decided to move right up, coming down to this level, which is a very interesting level. Whenever you see like the market coming down to a certain level and actually bouncing kind of a level, so you can just put maybe a small line around that zone. This is so that in this if you see the market play really what really happened before. Yeah, so you can see like this point was one of the key points and a breakout, and the decides to go up, level again. So this was once a supply zone or a zone, but we saw the market breaking out and actually forming another level. And if you go back, you'll notice like this level has like some interesting resistance zone. So this is actually our supply zone. Our supply zone. So sorry about that. So guys, we already have our supply zone over here. So you notice that once the market got to the supply zone and we got our resistance zone, we got our supply zone and our demand zone. Whoa, sorry guys for that. So once it got here, you see like the market started creating lower highs and just a stable kind of lows. It wasn't going high, it wasn't coming down. Yeah, so this is the lower high, this level over here. Should I mark it? Really, you guys can actually see it. I don't want to mark or maybe do like a lot of writings on it. Yeah, so lower highs, and you can actually see that by actually drawing a trend line. Let me just quickly draw a trend line. So this is the kind of the market that we literally had. And one thing that you need to pay attention to is also the patterns in the charts, right? So you notice, let me just quickly show what the market literally created was descending triangle, right? And what happens in a descending triangle? What happens in a descending triangle, you'll always find like the market coming up to this level. Damn, why is my cursor not working? Okay, you'll find that the market will come to this level, bounce right back down, come back, and it's not necessarily that. And then once it hits that, you'll notice like there will be some downward movement. Whoa, this one literally messed me, so let me just draw it again. So you see the market coming to this, testing these zones over here. It doesn't have to be like price or anything of the sort before it actually breaks to the downside, right? So this is what actually happens in a descending triangle most of the times. Yeah, so for me, what I literally expect in this market at the moment, Gbpchf, I'll be looking for a breakout to the downside, yeah, before it can actually proceed to the upside. Yeah, it's not necessarily that it's going to happen right now that you'll see like this sort of a movement to the downside, but the chances of it actually breaking down from this to the downside to test this level, remember this level was only tested once, the chances of it actually breaking out and coming to test this level before actually proceeding to the top. Remember, the market is not going to go like right now. I don't feel like the market will go any lower than these levels that we have actually seen. So from that point, you will be able to see like the market moving to the upside. But one thing that you need to know, that one of the points where you see like there is a lot of push to the upside, that indicates that there is a lot of buyers around that zone. So this is my analysis of Gbpchf. So alternatively, what I like doing while actually analyzing my charts, I try to use my trading lab, which kinda gives me an indication of what actually happens. And you see, like there are like a lot of orders that has been left behind, like this one over here. I expect the market will want to come down, maybe to collect that before it actually proceed to the upside. And also you can actually mark the daily highs and the daily lows. That will actually guide you. So guys, remember, while analyzing your market, you use a larger time frame, but while taking your positions in the market, you will want to use like a higher time frame. So the best thing about the trading lab, it will always guide you on some of the key zones. Let me just try and shift to, let's say, Pepperstone before actually shifting to Wonder where we are. Yeah, at times I do that to avoid all these candlesticks being small, stuff like that. So at times you will notice like you can see like instruction lab will actually show you some of the key zones where the market is bull, where the market is literally bearish. And you notice like some of the key zones that we marked as our support or our supply zones. You'll notice that we have the blue and the black. The black literally will actually write for you like the bearish, or B, which is the order block, or and this one also, this is the bullish zones. Like this is one of the zones that you'll notice that once the market gets to this level, there is always some struggle. But once you see the market breaking out of this zone to the downside, that clearly indicates that the market is moving, is actually moving down. So that this can kinda guide you again if you're not sure about your analysis. And so but for me, that is how I literally analyzed my chart today. So right now we are waiting to see what's going to happen in the market. Remember, you don't actually take your sell positions or even buy positions unless the market breaks out of the key zones that we've literally marked. So let me just try and hide this. And so for me, I can't take like a sell position around this zone. I will have to wait for the market to break out of this zone first. So once the market literally breaks out of the zone, and most of the time when the market breaks out of the zone, it will try to retest the same zone, and at times while retesting, it might come right back up before really proceeding, right? So you want to be careful, or what you can actually do is you can literally mark, put a key zone, like I want to enter the market around this zone over here, and you set an alarm, something of the sort, around this key zone. You can just create an alarm. So once the market gets to that point, you can take your position, or you can use the normal selling limit or stuff like that. And if you are taking like buy position, you want to wait for another confirmation to the upside, or it is always advisable to wait like for the third candlestick for you to take like the actual position to the upside. So this is what my analysis, or maybe while taking positions in the market, you might want to consider. But for the Gbpchf, really have for it, I expect to see the market maybe moving to the downside, and we will wait and see. And guys, remember that this is just my general analysis. It doesn't really mean that the market will actually move towards my my prediction. At times it might move in another direction, but that's why you use your stop loss, take that small loss home, and yeah. But yeah, so this is literally what I have today. I hope that this video literally helped. Until next time, guys.